of fact, join me every Monday at 10 for auto repair with personal care here on The Source. Of course you do.
All right, 25 minutes before 8 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in this Friday morning. Robin, I have fallen in love. You know this, right?
Yes, I do.
I have fallen in love.
That.
I fell in love some time ago, actually.
Yeah.
Not with a lady, as you may be thinking, but with a group of people, men, women, and mostly children. Mm-hmm. The Children's Craniofacial Association somehow caught my attention a couple of years ago. Maybe more, like 3 or 4 years ago, caught both of our attention.
Yeah,
and
long time ago.
And I'm not really sure the circumstances there. But anyway, long story short, I became familiar with what they do, but really, and supported them, just in my little way. If I had more, I would do more. But this past summer, I guess it was this past summer, was it September or so?
September.
I had an opportunity
14th.
to, for the very first time, meet some of the people with the Children's Craniofacial Association at a picnic. It was a luau picnic.
Yes.
Down in Orlando. And I made a video of it, and I got to meet some of the people. And if you don't know what Children's Craniofacial is, I don't know if the word syndrome belongs in there, but there's a whole list of different conditions, I guess you say. I don't know what you call it, but they're born with facial things that have to be corrected,
Yes.
And sometimes they can be with surgery, and sometimes they can't, and so the whole event on at the picnic was to understand this is who you are and accept it. Mm-hmm. And I met a young girl there. I think her name was Katie, and
Casey.
I met Casey.
Oh, yes.
Yes, Casey was outstanding. But I also met a young girl, I think named Katie.
Oh, okay.
And Katie was talking to me about how she had gone through many surgeries, how her parents thought she wouldn't live, how and she's just had the best, brightest attitude. So did Casey, by the way.
Yeah.
They all had great, bright attitudes. And it was just so, you meet some people sometimes who feel sorry for themselves and they've got everything going for them.
Yes.
And then you meet people who've got, real, not handicaps in the normal sense, but, even people with handicaps in the normal sense sometimes have better attitudes than people who have everything going for them. Anyway, it is clearly something that if you have somebody or you are somebody who needs a little help, gosh, you're helping them. I know we've got a very giving community. So we have an event coming up on Monday. It's called Give Rare Day. Mm-hmm. And children's craniofacial is one of the rare conditions among many that will be benefiting from all of us pitching in to Give Rare Day. And as you mentioned, there's a hashtag thing. Mm-hmm. It's hashtag Give Rare, and I think the give is in lowercase, the rare is in uppercase. To help us understand all of this is Erica Mossholder. She just told us she's in Pensacola. She's the Communications and Outreach Coordinator for the Children's Craniofacial Association. And I've not met Erica yet, although I spoke to her just briefly on the phone just a moment ago. Erica, good morning, Erica.
Hey, good morning. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, long, awkward intro. I probably didn't do it right, but anyway, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. You did fine. Yeah, I'm doing great, and I'm getting really excited for Give Rare Day.
And is the children's, what do you say after, like if somebody has children's craniofacial, do you say syndrome? What do you say?
Some of them are syndromes and some of them are diseases. So we have people with both, and most of them are very rare. But we also additionally help children who've been through trauma, car accidents, burns. So we help anybody with a facial difference. But we are focusing on the rare disease aspect of it for Give Rare Day, just because that's the one where we're trying to raise money for, medical treatment, research, things like that.
Right.
Is what the Give Rare focus is. But we help everybody who has a facial difference, no matter how they acquired it.
I met a woman at this picnic I was just referring to named Alyssa, I believe, Alyssa Johnson, I think. And she was talking to me, and then I realized that her child was no longer alive. She lost her daughter. Mm-hmm. And I became friends with her on Facebook, and since then I've seen her post things, and it's just so touching, what she went through with the little child. I don't remember the little girl's name, but... and then the surgeries, to try and correct some of these things, or to make life as normal as possible. Some of these children are born, by the way, with no way to breathe, so they must get what do you call trachs, like early after they're born. Is that right, Erica? Is that right?
Yes, that's right. We have a lot of kids with trachs. A lot of kids are missing substantial parts of their face, and they have to go right into surgery. And others actually have to wait to have surgery, and so their parents are sitting around the first year wondering, "Oh my goodness," looking forward to the surgery and kind of scared and nervous. But some kids have surgery right away, and some have to wait, and then others continue to have surgery into adulthood. So it's surgery is a big part of our kids' lives.
Sure is. Yeah, and Alyssa posted a video of a child who just went through surgery, coming out. His brother was pushing him in the wheelchair, and you saw the before and after pictures. It was a big difference, but the child's going to go through his whole life with having to accept that about himself. Oh my gosh, I had one thing I want to tell you. So tell me about Give Rare Day. Is this just Monday? How does this work?
Okay, so it's actually March 3rd. It's Tuesday, and so...
Oh, Tuesday. Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh, my fault.
Yes.
My error.
No, that's fine. And on Tuesday, nonprofits, there's over 75 nonprofits participating, and it is an online fundraising event. So all across the country and world, people are celebrating Rare Diseases Day to bring awareness. And then on Tuesday, March 3rd, we're all encouraging our followers and our fans and the general public to go online to Give Rare, which is giverare.razoo.com, and support the nonprofit that you choose. And of course, we want people to support CCA because it's the good work we're doing. But the founder, Keegan Johnson, he put this together because when you are a rare disease, it's hard to get national or corporate support just because you're so rare and you're so isolated.
Right.
A lot of people don't want to fund your cause. But when we band together and we work together as a whole for all the people that suffer from rare diseases, then we bring a bigger awareness and a bigger impact, and it's a little bit easier to get corporate and national donations. And so that's what he's done. He's put together some headlining sponsors, and all the nonprofits will do a big push on Tuesday to get the most donations, and then throughout the day, different corporations have pledged awards. And so the person with the most tweets and the person with the most donations between certain hours, they will all be getting kickers from these sponsoring organizations, which we certainly appreciate too. So
Wow.
You can double your money just by raising awareness, and it's really exciting for us.
So now, just so I can clear up for the audience, because I didn't know what you said. You said giverare.razoo.com. I had to just look it up real quickly to see what that was. It's spelled RAZOO. And when you go there right now, it takes you to Razoo. So your particular site won't work until Tuesday?
Well, you can see us now if you go to that giverare.razoo.com and then /CCA Kids.
Oh, okay.
You can see our page, and it's not letting anyone donate. You can schedule a donation for Tuesday, or you can come back on Tuesday and donate. But it's a one-day only event to really get everybody excited about that day.
Gotcha, okay.
But Razoo is like Kickstarter or Indiegogo, except it's specifically for nonprofits. So it's a way to crowdfund for a good cause. Okay.
So it's giverare.razoo, RAZOO.com/CCA Kids, correct?
Yes, that is it.
And I just went to it, so I see it right now. How did you get involved with this?
I got involved. I had been with CCA for about 6 years, and it was through a friend in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, actually. He was a dentist, and he used to do some work with CCA, and he started talking about cleft lip and palate, which is our most common facial difference that we see. And I said, I myself have some weird craniofacial things. I have bones in my face that don't stop growing, and every 3 to 5 years, I have to have a surgery to correct that. And he said, well, I've got the organization for you to be involved with.
Is that right?
And
Wow.
Yeah. And since then, I've just been, like you said, I've fallen in love with these kids, just their attitude, their outlook on life, and their enthusiasm to just keep pushing forward when everything seems very difficult from the outside.
And they have so many wonderful stories that the children themselves tell. And then you can just see the emotion in the face of the parents when the children tell these stories, and they are living normally like every child, whatever normal is deemed.
Absolutely. Well, it's one of my favorite quotes. One of the moms said one time, she said, coming to retreat, which we have a retreat every year where the kids get together and the parents get together. And she said, coming to this retreat has done more for my daughter than 10 years of therapy. And it's true, just because being in a community of people that are like you, instantly, all those years of isolation and fear, they kind of melt away. And
that is cool.
This is where I have a community. And so it is really important to get the kids and the parents together, because the parents have just as many fears and anxieties as the kids, and it's great for them to talk to people who've been down that road too.
Our listeners might remember we spoke to an author by the name of R.J. Palacio. I might be mispronouncing her name, but she wrote the book Wonder. And in the book Wonder, she writes it from the perspective of the boy. I think his name was Augie. Am I remembering? Is it right?
That's right. Yeah.
And Augie has craniofacial issues, but you see the world through his eyes in the book, which is wonderful. Which I don't know if that's the name why the book is called Wonder, but yeah, I remember that, and that was quite a while ago. We had that.
Yes.
But, so if you ever want to, I guess, kind of live somebody else's life through their eyes, it's with that book. It does a wonderful job. I need to take a little break. Erica Mossholder is on the phone up in Pensacola. What are we keeping you from? Do you have to get out and go to work or school or something?
Well, actually, I just started working with CCA, and so I'm now the Communications and Outreach Director. So this is my This is my job now, and I'm so excited to be doing it.
Oh, excellent. Well, let's take a little break, and we'll be right back and talk more about the date, Tuesday, where people can give to the different organizations, and the one that we are focusing in is on the Children's Craniofacial Association, and we'll be right back with those details and repeat a lot of stuff, because I know people like to write things down. We'll be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. Clouds and a few sunny breaks today, becoming increasingly windy and cooler than recent days, with a brief shower or two mainly in the afternoon. The high today 62 to 66. Tonight's partly to mostly cloudy, breezy and chilly with a brief shower or two, lows in the 50s. Tomorrow mostly cloudy and breezy with a couple of showers. Highs tomorrow from 66 in the northernmost part of the zone to 75 in the southernmost part. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Let's face it, nowadays it can be hard to find American-made products, and that's something that Cabinet Sales of North Florida is well aware of. That's why they're an authorized dealer of Wellborn Cabinetry, family-owned and American-made since 1961. Cabinet Sales of North Florida is your answer for complete turnkey kitchen remodels and whole-house cabinetry. Their cabinets are finished with solvent-based enamels for a long-lasting finish that's second to none. Available in an incredible selection of door styles and colors to choose from to turn your dream kitchen into a reality. In-house design and drawing services are available. Come by and see our displays for yourself at the Floors of the Villages, 3935 County Road 216 in Oxford, or Exquisite Design Kitchen and Bath in Bellevue, right across the street from the Bellevue Library. So whether you're looking for bookcases, kitchen, bath, or outdoor kitchen, Cabinet Sales of North Florida is your one-stop source of quality cabinets. For a free estimate, call 352-427-2647. That's 352-427-2647. Cabinet Sales of North Florida.
Join us on Saturday, March 7, 2015 for the second annual Habitat Strawberries Festival at the McPherson Government Complex. The goal of this festival is not only to provide a great time for families in Ocala, but to also raise funds to build a home for our family in our community and support Habitat for Humanity's mission to strengthen communities, build hope, and provide dignified housing solutions. Remember, Saturday, March 7, 2015 for the second annual Habitat Strawberries Festival at the McPherson Government Complex, which starts at 7 a.m. with breakfast.
All right, 12 minutes before 8 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. Erica Mossholder is on the phone up in Pensacola. She's the Communications and Outreach Coordinator for the Children's Craniofacial Association, which is worldwide, nationwide. How big is the association, Erica?
We are nationwide, but we also have people from Australia, Mexico, Canada. So we focus on the U.S., but we do have international people involved. So.
And today we're focusing on an event happening Tuesday, March 3rd, and it's called Give Rare Day. And you get to pick the association or the organization that you want to help, the nonprofit, through something called Razoo.com. So the full website to help out children's craniofacial on Tuesday. Or you can do it right now. I see there's a donate button. You got 9 donors already. Oh, and I wanted to ask you something about the donors that I'm looking at here. But anyway, the website is, hold on, I wrote it down, giverare.razoo.com/CCA kids. And then you're there. So some of the people who donated money, one person said retreat scholarship for a CCA family. One person put choose kind wonder kits for a classroom. I guess that's the book, etc. So do we get, one says hospital travel for a new family. So when you donate money, you get to actually say what you want the money to go towards?
Yeah. With this campaign, we're doing it specifically to get more kids to retreat and more kids to financial medical assistance. That's what we focus on at CCA. And with this campaign, we're trying to specifically help in these areas. So you can choose the impact that you want to have. And we put some suggestions on there, like $50 that will sponsor a family dinner when they travel to one of these craniofacial centers around the country. Most of them are not where people live, and so they have to, when they have a surgery, they have to be out of town for a week, 2 weeks at a time, sometimes more, and CCA helps cover some of the things that insurance doesn't, like meals and hotels and gas or airfare. And so if that speaks to you, you can choose that donation level and, buy a family dinner. And then if you, really want to make an impact, you can sponsor a family to get to our retreat. This year it's going to be in Newport Beach, California, and we switch it up every year. But $1,000 gets a family to retreat. And so we allow everybody to choose, but you don't have to donate that much. Even $10, that's the minimum donation. It'll go directly to helping kids. We send them T-shirts, info packets, all sorts of things to make them feel part of the community.
There's also a suggestion on there that says think big and sponsor a class. What does that mean, a class?
Yes, this is one of our favorite, and as we just talked about earlier, R.J. Palacio wrote Wonder, the book, and she actually recorded a video for us this week, too. We're super excited. She, with her book that she wrote, it's a best-selling book, and it meets Common Core standards, sponsoring a class. All of the kids in a certain classroom, which we have a way that we know people who want these resources, we'll send every child a book and a kit. And in that kit, you'll get a wristband, a T-shirt, bookmarks, and then the teacher will have access to one of our kids who we call real-life Augies. Because as we said, the main character's name is Augie Pullman. And our kids, we call them real-life Augies. And so these teachers are Skyping with these kids. They are sending letters. They're creating pen pal relationships. And so these resources will provide a book and then, of course, some exciting materials to get the kids all built up around it. And then also some of the educational resources that CCA is developing for teachers to use in their classrooms.
Well, you are so far as sweet as everybody I've met with CCA kids. And,
Yes.
and I mean, you're really with a good organization. And if our listeners can help out in any way, if you would at least just share the website on your Facebook and on your Twitter, etc. Just share the website. If you find it in your heart to give a little bit, then I'm going to do that, and I'm sure Robin will do it.
Sure.
But I want to tell you something. We had this idea, and I don't know, it didn't really catch on. Everything we think is going to go viral doesn't go viral.
Yeah.
But we had this idea. You know how it is when you're walking and somebody just says hi to you. It just makes you feel, oh hey, wow, they said hi to me, right?
Yeah.
So I was thinking about, there was a part in the book, a Wonder, in the book Wonder, where Augie, I mean, he responds to just being said hi to. There was a part in the book where he just gets, whoa, that kid likes me. When he first goes to public school.
Yeah.
In that very first part of the book. I don't know if you remember that or not. But anyway, so we had this idea to do the Queen's Wave.
Yes.
To help out children's craniofacial. So we got the mayor, we got notable people from around town to do the Queen's Wave.
We did a video.
We did a video of it. So with lots of people doing the Queen's Wave, I think nobody knew why they were doing it.
Yeah. But they had fun with it.
But we did it, and we did it to help promote what you guys, not to promote it, but just to draw attention to what you guys are doing.
Yeah.
And so we did that one, and then we did another one. It was a cartoon, like a coloring book kind of a cartoon. Yeah. One of the things in the video from the picnic, one of the moms said something interesting, and it's actually on the video. She says that she was reluctant to bring her daughter to one of these outings, one of these what do you call them again?
Retreats.
One of the retreats, yeah. Well, I don't know if the picnic is considered a retreat, but anyway, one of the gatherings, because she was afraid that it would do harm for her daughter. But in fact, not only did her daughter fit in perfectly, as you described, Erica, but it helped the parents. The parents suddenly had this new understanding about what their children were going through, and it made them feel better about it.
Mm-hmm.
absolutely.
So that's something you wouldn't have known. You wouldn't have known. There's no way to know that, you know.
Yeah, it's so important. The parents need a support network as well, because it's scary, and, they want to know, what can I do after surgery to make my child feel better? And then also the siblings. CCA has started really bringing those guys in too, because siblings suffer from their own, life going through with the sibling that gets all the attention, and sometimes the quote unquote normal sibling is left out. And so we also have programs for siblings too, so they can really help their sibling affected by a facial disorder. And that's another part. The parents and the siblings, everybody is a part of these special kids' lives, and we try to bring awareness, acceptance, and resources to all parts of the family.
Right. And the one thing that strikes me, and anytime I get together with any group of people, is that we're all kind of the same in that we all have something that we are passionate about. We all want to do something with our lives. And I think that's what struck me the most out of meeting the children at the event that I went to, is they all told me something they wanted to become. The little boy in the Flintstone car, he couldn't talk, but his mother, she had hopes and aspirations for him. There was a little boy who had, I guess it's common to have a hearing problem with children's cranio, and there was a little boy with a hearing aid for the first time. And it was just so sweet to meet all those people.
One of the most wonderful things that you do with the Children's Craniofacial Association is that you do bring in the quote-unquote normal people to help, especially the siblings, because everybody likes to feel like they're needed. And once they feel they're needed and they can give something of themselves to help somebody else, it sure makes the world a better place.
Yes, absolutely.
So, Erica, this is a new job for you, what you're doing right now?
Yes, it is.
How long ago did you get the job?
I have been working just this year as a staff member for CCA.
Wow, that is really cool. They couldn't have asked for a better spokesperson. You have a wonderful voice, by the way. You should do radio or something.
Well, thank you.
So what is you said your facial bones will continue to grow?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have something that they've never heard of before, so it's so rare there's not even a diagnosis. And I have a bone in my ear and the bone in my jaw. They will not stop growing, so we keep cutting them back, and I keep having surgery so I can open my mouth and also hear, which is nice.
Yeah.
And but I have to keep having surgeries, and so since my last one, it's been about 4 years, and that's pretty good. That's my longest span between them. So I'm happy. I'm hoping I can get another year or two. But the great thing is I know when I do have to have surgery that I've found a specialist that CCA helps me find, and I know that I have a caring community who understands what it's like to look down the barrel of surgery for kind of the rest of your life as a maintenance issue, not just a one-time thing.
Right. Well, when is the next retreat?
The next retreat is in June, and let me pull up. It's the last weekend of June, and it's going to be in Newport Beach, California.
Okay. And is that the one that Cher is somehow involved with?
Yes. Cher is our celebrity spokesperson, and she started the retreat over 25 years ago.
Is that right? Wow.
Yeah. After doing the movie Mask, she was moved by, everyone in our community. And so she helped us organize the first retreat. And since then, we've been going strong, and we alternate all over the country and bring families together once a year.
I think one of the most impactful things that you're doing with the Give Rare Day is that you're blogging portraits all week long.
Yes.
That way, people that aren't really familiar with this can get an absolute handle on it.
Yeah, absolutely. All week long, we're putting up different stories of people who've agreed to write just a few words about what their life is like living with a rare disease. And I think the coolest thing for me, I didn't know who would sign up or who I would get to write, but everyone has had their own take in a positive light. Like, no one sugarcoated it, and everybody said, yeah, this is different. And people stare every day. But through that, this is what I've learned. And so it just came together like that, and it really speaks to the strength of our community, because I couldn't have asked for better portraits of what it's like to live with a facial difference. So they are on the blog all week, and they'll be there until we'll keep publishing new ones until Tuesday. So
the Children's Craniofacial website is ccakids.org.
Yes.
Correct? The one the one to give money on well, you could, of course, set up something on that site to give all the time. But if you wanted to participate in Give Rare Day, it's giverare.razoo.com/CCA Kids. Any other websites we need to let our listeners know about?
Those two are the best, but we'd love everyone to follow us on Facebook and Twitter because we're starting to put out some great resources and inspirational quotes and things on there too. So Facebook, we are Children's Craniofacial Association, and on Twitter, we're CCA Kids Tweet.
I'll have to sign up on Twitter. We're up against the clock. Erica, thank you so much for being with us today, and good luck with everything you're doing.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. Y'all have a great day.
You're welcome. We'll be right back.
On to tonight's deadline for Homeland Security.
There are dueling plans on the Hill to keep Homeland Security up and running. The Senate will vote today on a clean funding bill free of the immigration issue, while House leadership is pushing for a 3-week stopgap measure.
A clean CR. Very clean CR.
House Appropriations Committee Chair Hal Rogers says he wants the Senate to go to conference with them.
Fox Radio's Rachel Sutherland in Washington.
Senate Democratic leader Harry Reid has signaled they have no intention of negotiating with House leadership.
A 3-week stopgap measure would allow lawmakers to keep the department running at a time of heightened threats worldwide. Investigators say they've recovered 32,000 emails related to former IRS official Lois Lerner, who was at the heart of the agency's Tea Party scandal. Her computer hard drive allegedly crashed back in 2011. Fox News, we report, you decide.
Fox News on your time. The Fox News iPad app is ready to go with all the great features from FoxNews.com and our iPhone app optimized specifically for your iPad. Watch the latest clips from your favorite Fox News shows. Personalize the app by creating your own newscast using the video playlist. Listen to Fox News Radio live. Get local weather forecasts. And it's all free. Go to foxnews2go.mobi. That's foxnews2go.mobi.
Some people would call him a loser. He ran for state office. He was beaten. He started a business. He failed. He ran for Congress. He lost. He was nominated for vice president. He lost again. But he knew only those who never tried are the real losers. And Abraham Lincoln was no loser. Persistence. Pass it on. From the Foundation for a Better Life at values.com.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
This is a test of the emergency alert system. This is only a test. If this had been an actual emergency, such as a hurricane or tornado, official messages would have followed the alert tones. WOCA serves the Marion County area. This concludes the test of the emergency alert system.
Gene Powell pasture mowing. Our tractor services include bush hog, disking, front end loader, box blade, and stump grinding. We also have zero-turn mowers for the smaller paddocks, aisleways, fence rows, and lawn care. Fence row spraying is also available for weed control. We are licensed and insured. Gene Powell pasture mowing, 352-629-2440, or online at powellgene, Gene, at yahoo.com. Gene Powell pasture mowing.
You can have work done on your vehicle anywhere, but why would you? Maybe they correctly determine the problem and suggest the proper service. There's a chance they won't. Eliminate that chance by bringing your vehicle to Ford Lincoln of Ocala or Village Ford of Bellevue. The professionally trained, factory-certified team understands the service requirements and maintenance needs of your vehicle, and when the unexpected repair comes your way, you can be assured the work will be done correctly, quickly, and cost-effectively. Look, you've invested a lot of your hard-earned money in your transportation to deliver performance, reliability, and safety. So doesn't it just just makes sense to trust the professional team at Ford Lincoln of Ocala and Village Ford of Bellevue to ensure you many miles of worry-free driving and peace of mind knowing the service was done correctly. So the choice is yours. Take the hard-earned investment to whoever for service or a factory-trained certified technician at Ford Lincoln of Ocala or Village Ford of Bellevue. To schedule your next completely satisfied service for your vehicle, contact those who know it best. Village Ford of Bellevue or Ford Lincoln of Ocala, your family of Ford dealerships where we've got what it takes.
WWWOCA,
Your source for the #1 sports weekends. Fox Sports, only on 96.3 FM, 1370 AM. We are The Source, WOCA.
All right, 5 minutes after 8 o'clock.